One of our brethren some years ago spoke of the payment of tithing as fire insurance. Nonetheless, the word of the Lord is clear that those who do not keep the commandments and observe the laws of God shall be burned at the time of his coming. For that shall be a day of judgment, a day of sifting, a day of separating the good from the evil. I would venture a personal opinion that no event has occurred in all the history of the earth as dreadful as will be the day of the second coming, as fraught with the destructive forces of nature, as consequential for the nations of the earth, as terrible for the wicked, and as wonderful for the righteous.
While we are powerless to alter the fact of the second coming and unable to know its exact time,
Travis Wayne Goodsell, I rule you all. I own you. All of you need to bow to me now. I just doing some research, working on a video for you. You all need to humble yourselves now. I'm gonna make you listen before I give you the bombshell. I was looking for Oakes, his talk where he said that women are never going to get priesthood office and the priesthood. And April 2014, I think it was. And that has nothing to do with this. However, in that talk, Oakes, whereas everybody was offended by that, they missed the part where he says women have authority to be slaves to their husbands and to the bishop. Oh, Oakes. I wish September 11th was not the date so that we'd have time for Nelson to die and you to take over. Oh my God. So, my primary search was for his talk, Preparing for the Second Coming, because he says something in there that was a comment reply that I got of a subscriber who is getting tired of my countdowns, wants me to hurry it up, wants to know if he can help. No, the righteous don't cause this. You misunderstand. This isn't something that good people are going to cause. The church is going to cause. But nonetheless, this is awesome. The quote I was looking for involved him saying we cannot alter the fact of the second coming. And so there, I have a little over 3-minute clip that I will not use in this video. But I could, and I will, if nothing happens on 9/11 and he becomes the president of the church, you better believe I'm bringing it out. But the point is that he thinks, as he tells us, that no man knows the day or the hour. But he says that when Mormons see signs in the heavens, and he points out the scriptures that we are ordered as Mormons to look for the signs in the heavens. So when I did that, I was being obedient. And I found the exact day and hour. But I'm not supposed to. So if I found the day and the hour, and it's come and gone, and it happened, guess what? Those scriptures are wrong. Specifically Matthew. He gives the day and the hour, and it's happened. There's more than just one final coming. And I probably should put in some of the clips anyway. Maybe I should put in the clip. We'll put it at the end. Make you wait till the end of the video to watch the little over 3-minute clip. But I'll put the no man can alter it part in there. And I'll leave it as is. I left his full quotes in there. I'll wait until he becomes president before I cut and paste for what he's meaning from what he says. Because he's got doublespeak. And he also reveals something that you should have caught on when Nelson came up at the pulpit conference and said, we're hinge pointing. When Irene said we're hinge pointing, it's Oakes who's responsible for hinge pointing. He says it. It's in the clip at the end of this video. And so, I also got President Gordon B. Hinckley. That will be at the beginning of this video. Because it has to do with this bicentennial year of the day that shall burn as an oven. And those tithed among Mormons will not be burned at his coming. And I've been warning you, the church used your tithing money to burn you. You are the wicked, going to be destroyed. And Hinckley is quoting from Doctrine and Covenants, section 64. And I'm not going to tell you the date of when this came out, for which you all need to bow to me. You are required to look it up. Section 64. It's in the chapter heading. Bruce R. McConkie put it there. You look up the date, and I expect apologies and you guys really don't know what I want for gifts. Here is 23 and 24. Behold, now it is called today, until the coming of the Son of Man. Did you check the date? And verily, it is a day of sacrifice, and a day for the tithing of my people. He's referring to Malachi. Tithing is for the poor, to take care of the poor. Storehouses for the poor. Not section 119. For he that is tithed, who are taking care of the poor, shall not be burned at his coming. For after today cometh the burning. This is speaking after the manner of the Lord. For verily I say, tomorrow all the proud and they that do wickedly shall be as stubble. Oakes talks about this, in which he says, the righteous hearken, the wicked deny the coming of the Jewish Christ of Joseph Smith. He obviously means Jesus. It's part of his false dichotomy that he's deceiving you with. Because Mormons deny the Jewish Christ of Joseph Smith coming, for which Joseph is talking about, for this year, on 9/11, for which you all need to bow to me when you see the date of this section. I will burn them up. And you need to understand the context of Joseph Smith's history, where he says, they that come shall burn you. It's not God doing it. For I am the Lord of hosts. I will not spare any that remain in Babylon. So is the United States Babylon? So do we need to flee the United States? Maybe. Going to be kind of impossible, isn't it? But Joseph has a different understanding of Babylon. And that is in section 1, verse 16. And so the context begins at the end of 14. Or in 14. And the arm of the Lord shall be revealed, and the day cometh that they who will not hear the voice of the Lord, here it is, Joseph Smith history, second vision, verse 40, the Jewish Christ of Joseph Smith, who will be a Mormon, section 103, verse 16, not Jesus. Neither give heed to his servants, neither give heed to the words of the biblical prophets and biblical apostles. I have to clarify because you're going to get confused and pull in an anachronism and put Brigham Young and his 12 in there. And that's all the way up to Nelson. No. Shall be cut off. The day that shall burn as an oven, and they that come shall burn you. For they, who's they? Let's see if you can figure it out, Mormons. Have strayed from mine ordinances, and have broken mine everlasting covenant. The everlasting covenant is of marriage, which Joseph Smith had monogamy. So, did the monogamy covenant get broken? Yeah. The year before Brigham Young died, he put in section 132, replacing the chapter on monogamy. Claimed it was by Joseph. The linguistic fingerprint says, nope, Brigham. It was the year after he was locked up in jail for his latest divorce. He wanted revenge. He also needed the United States to leave him alone. And so that's why he put Joseph in there. It's Mormons that Joseph is talking about. So Mormons will stray from the ordinances. Mormons will break the everlasting covenant. And what did Nelson do in 2019? Law of chastity, huh? Polygamy, huh? Mormons seek not the Lord, the Jewish Christ of Joseph Smith, to establish his righteousness. But every Mormon walketh in their own way, after the image, spiritual witness failing, of their own God, whose image is in the likeness of the world, and whose substance is that of an idol, which waxeth old, and shall perish in Babylon, even Babylon the Great, which shall fall. We're done.
In modern revelation, we have the promise that if we are prepared, we need not fear. I was introduced to that principle 60 years ago this summer when I became a Boy Scout and learned the Scout motto, "Be prepared." Today, I have felt prompted to speak of the importance of preparation for a future event of supreme importance to each of us, the second coming of the Lord. The Scriptures are rich in references to the second coming, an event eagerly awaited by the righteous and dreaded or denied by the wicked. The faithful of all ages have pondered the sequence and meaning of the many events prophesied to precede and follow this hinge point of history. Four matters are indisputable to Latter-day Saints. One, the Savior will return to the earth in power and great glory to reign personally during a millennium of righteousness and peace. Two, at the time of his coming, there will be a destruction of the wicked and a resurrection of the righteous. Three, no one knows the time of his coming, but four, the faithful are taught to study the signs of it and to be prepared for it. I wish to speak about the fourth of these great realities, the signs of the second coming and what we should do to prepare for it. The Lord has declared, "He that feareth me shall be looking forth for the great day of the Lord to come, even for the signs of the coming of the Son of Man, signs that will be shown in the heavens above and in the earth beneath. The elect shall see the signs of his coming. They shall know that he is near, even at the doors." Biblical and modern prophecies give many signs of the second coming. These include the fullness of the gospel restored and preached in all the world for a witness to all nations, false Christs and false prophets deceiving many, wars and rumors of wars with nation rising against nation, earthquakes in diverse places, famine and pestilence, an overflowing scourge, a desolating sickness covering the land. Iniquity abounds, the whole earth in commotion, and men's hearts fail them. The stakes of Zion are for a defense and for a refuge from the storm, and from wrath, when it shall be poured out without measure upon the whole earth. While we are powerless to alter the fact of the second coming and unable to know its exact time,